pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? For you, for some, not for us, not for our people. So please stop saying we're equal. With your flag of red, white, and blue, you beat us. You beat us until we're black and blue. You beat us until we're numb. You beat us until we can't even walk straight. And you throw us in chains for the ones who are lucky. But for the ones of us who aren't so lucky, you tell us to put our hands up like some type of sick tribute to your privilege. And then you pull the trigger until our bodies lay down in your ground. You pull the trigger until your clip is empty. You pull the trigger until we make the evening news. And when our children cry, we have to look our children in the eyes and tell them that they have to be cautious when they walk your streets. And that they have to do so in fear. And that they have to spend an entirety of their life looking over their shoulder because you will hunt them down. And you will bury them either in a prison system that aims to disenfranchise them and the dirt beneath them. And this is all caused by that same racism you love to say doesn't exist anymore. But that same racism is the reason why when we want to put a hood on, we resist. That same racism is the reason why when we go to get these jobs, we're dismissed at the door. That same racism is the reason why when we go to shop, we're being watched in your stores. That same racism is the reason why us saying the Pledge of Allegiance feels more like a root canal or a whip to our flesh or a baton to our head or a bullet to our back or a tear gas at a Black Lives Matter protest. And it hurts that I have to remember that the system I was born into was built to work against me. And it hurts that I have to remember that you will happily invest more money into the preservation of wildlife than you ever will into the preservation of Black life. Let me ask y'all a question. When y'all turn on y'all TVs and witness another dead body laying down on the ground, what do y'all see? Another murder? Another sad story? Another funeral? You see the aftermath? I see a little child who just lost their father. Another single woman trying to raise a man. Another boy is going to grow up and suffer the same fate as their father, which means another woman is going to outlive her adolescent son. This country practices a culture that likes equal rights for blacks. And I know I'm far from patriotic. So it's a little ironic that I pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who?
I'm sitting here like a proud mama.
That was deep. It was great.
Yep. Hello, humans.
Hello.
That's how y'all start a show. Hello, y'all.
Yeah. Boom.
Say that. Especially
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speak it. But hey, y'all. Sorry, y'all know this is gonna be a deep one for us. My name is Holly, as y'all know.
And I'm Lily B.
And I'm Fatu.
And this is Morning Mimosas, and I'm going to shorten that spiel that I used to give you guys. We value criminal justice, healing, and education for y'all. So, y'all, so it's Juneteenth weekend, and y'all heard the message from that powerful baby.
Yeah, the weekend of what is it? Pseudo freedom.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is. When I first saw that, I watched it twice. Like I watched it and then let it replay again, and then I sent it to my wife, and then after we started talking, I said, "Oh, wait a minute." I tried to send it to you, but it was too long, so I had to figure it out. So then when I sent it to her, I was like, "Man, this is perfect for the episode. We got to play it."
You said it. You said it, and it happened.
Because
shout out to you.
Yes, it was great.
Like to your flag. I used to hate saying the Pledge of Allegiance when I was a kid.
Me
too.
Like I found it quite annoying. Really.
Do kids even say the pledge anymore?
Probably not. The last time that I remember even having to do it or say it, I was in the 5th grade, which was a hell of a long time ago. So maybe not.
Now that I think about it, I don't even remember if I did in high school. But I think we did.
I know
I think we did.
I know I didn't do it in junior high. But also maybe the difference is that I went from a predominantly white school to a predominantly black school. So maybe that's why I didn't do it in junior high and high school. Because I went to the Power to the People school. So
okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But y'all, today today, the subject, it is Juneteenth weekend. And we are asking the question, which is, I mean, it's true. Are we truly free, guys?
No.
No.
Into the O, no.
Illusion. It's an illusion to
Yeah.
us. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Where we can't even go to our stores. We can't be online without being judged, without somebody looking at us like, oh, another Black person. So we're on one day a year rather than a whole 365. It doesn't.
No.
Doesn't
Not
equate.
even in the shortest month that we have that was supposed to be Black History Month. None of that matters. You know, it's all us. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's
So
all
I'm actually going to share a video really quick. I think you guys may know this actress. Her name is Amanda Seales. Girl, I love me some her because she be speaking the truth.
Yeah.
So we're gonna listen to what she has to say to us.
Amanda
really,
all the time.
Really, really quick. 1 second. The good thing is I have my ether cable now, so I don't stress out as much. It loads nice and quick for mama. Bam.
He has managed to make Black people no longer the fighters that we were born to be, is by convincing us that we are free enough. Y'all can go to college, you're free enough. People can get nice cars and nice houses and, you know, be considered rich, so you're free enough.
Right.
Yeah, only certain Black people are oppressed. The rest of y'all, you know, if you can figure out how to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, then you're good. So, like, what's the problem? You're free enough. You're free enough. When we ask for more, we're told, why do you need more? When we ask to be remembered for what we haven't been given, we are told, why are you still talking about that? When we are told, well, you have, so why do you care about this other person not having? Not enough of us think about community to understand that if all of us aren't free, then none of us really are. When I say free, what I mean is free to be able to access the pursuit of happiness in the same way as the counterparts who have kept us from that from the beginning.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for coming out and have a good day. Cause that's like the long and the fucking skinny of it right there.
Facts.
It's the long and the skinny of it.
That was
emphasis on free enough. Not free, but free enough.
Like, what more do they always say?
Well, what more do you want?
I really want
my life to be free.
People who look like me that are incarcerated, who are doing free slavery labor for y'all, to be set free, and not get all of those harsh ass sentences when you let people who look like you commit the same crime and get less.
Okay.
Especially at a young age, because I feel like the younger they are, the more years that they get, so they can be away from community and be more like a caged animal, you know, if they are allowed freedom. That's not, it's just, I want to be able to apply for a job and not have to put my race on it so that you could not give me the job based on the color of my skin.
There it is.
And then tell me that there's somebody else that's more qualified when you know that's not the truth.
Okay.
Their skin qualifies. Look. Yeah. I want to be able to not be in a constant state of panic, knowing that my son is driving on the streets as a young Black male who wants to live his life how he wants to live it, but you see him as something else and he may not.
Come on.
You know, as a mom of a Black son, as you know, as a Black child, period, we are not safe. So the thought process of being free enough is never free enough, especially for parents, especially when you love your children, you want them to be safe. Exactly. You know, or when the phone rings at an abnormal time and you think it's something going on because you know how these people are out here doing your people.
Exactly.
You know.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Bring the heat.
Come on.
We're allowed to make conscious decisions, but you know, we're not allowed to be free. We can make decisions to be free, but are we really free?
No. I would like for the three of us to be able to sit down at a table somewhere and not be stared at or get the police called because it's three of us sitting in a group setting. So clearly we're up to no good instead of just having a good ass time, like other people can do.
And it's not, it doesn't make us comfortable at all. I can't just go and have dinner somewhere with my family and not be looked at. And it's a sad situation, like judged. That's all judged.
And unfortunately, keeping it real, some of them judgments are for people who look like us.
Can we talk? Let's talk about that. Let's get deeper into that. Being judged by people who are our skin folk.
Yeah. So if we can conquer the hurdle of not being free within our own community, if we can be free within our own community, be accepted, be loved by people in our own community, then we'll be able to conquer other people out in the world. But when you have the crabs in the barrel, or the have and the have-nots, or they didn't work as hard as I did, so I'm not going to help them, or we're in the same job competition, or it's a man involved or a woman involved, and now I got to hate on you and talk bad about you because you're trying to get ahead. Like it's enough out here for everybody to eat.
Exactly.
And so I don't understand why it has to be such turmoil, why it has to be such backstabbery, why it has to be such fuckery that goes on.
Fuckery, yes. There it is.
Fuckery.
You know what I tell people? The only beef I want is us having a steak dinner celebrating our successes.
I don't even eat beef, so I'll take that steak mushroom. How about that?
Make it however you want if I do.
Boom. As long as we all eating, because we can all fucking eat.
Anywhere we want to. God. And that's what people don't realize. It's like going to a restaurant. We can all order what we please. And it's the same thing as a Black society. We don't realize, a lot of us don't realize that. It's so sad.
It's so also sad that our people are smart enough to have built this shit for free. Right? So imagine what we could do now, because our minds are different. We still have the fighter mentality, but we also have now extra intelligence because, we are now allowed to get an education because, we're free enough now to get that education. So if you put the two together, it's fucking unstoppable.
Ridiculous.
But that's why the laws are in place to make sure that we don't realize that, we can conquer and rise. It's by design that you go anywhere in the world and Black people are hated.
We stay fighting for our freedom every single day of our lives.
That shit is fucking exhausting.
It really is. It takes too much energy. And I'm just trying to live my life like everybody else is out here.
Exactly.
Let me be free.
Yeah.
But it's not like that for us, y'all. Like it's like you said, if they saw us three sitting in a Starbucks, we'd they'd be like, they're planning.
It's a time limit on that table, people.
Right?
20 minutes. Get out. What?
Yeah.
Oh, but they can an hour. Okay, I see you. They could sit here and do their homework. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
bullshiggity is what it is.
It sure is.
Speaking of bullshiggity, there was a case that happened here in Colorado Springs that Lily saw on the news, and I saw a little bit about it. We're going to play a clip. His name was Quaylen Campbell, I believe. And he was taken hostage by a white man. The wife called the police, gave the information, and the police didn't do a fucking thing. Colorado Springs Police, that's me calling you out. Sorry. You guys.
Sorry. What the fuck you mean you didn't do nothing?
She sent pictures of the person also, and that wasn't enough.
But had the Black guy killed a white guy, then he would still be right?
They've been there in a heartbeat. They didn't even show up. She called prior to, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Like, okay, I'm saying this is just fake, apparently, to them. So I'm like, are we really free?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip though, so we can. Our condolences goes out to the Campbell family.
Yes.
Talia's husband, Quaylen, who worked in IT for a copier supply company, was in his car on his lunch break. Talia says Quaylen sent a frantic text message indicating that he had been taken hostage, though it's unclear exactly how.
In that message was also a picture of the suspect. Following the picture were the words, 911, please send help. And he also was able to send me his location.
According to Talia, she immediately called 911 and told them she believed her husband was being held hostage. She says she also gave the 911 operator a description of the suspect and the address where this was happening, the 1500 block of South Nevada Avenue in Colorado Springs.
There was no sense of urgency in her voice, so that didn't sit right with me.
Talia says she then got in her car and drove about an hour to the location that her husband gave her and that she gave 911. According to Talia, there were no police officers there when she arrived, leaving her to find her husband dead, slumped over the steering wheel of his car next to his alleged killer, who had apparently killed himself.
It was me that had to try to perform CPR on my husband in a pool of blood. It's traumatic.
So far, Colorado Springs police are not sharing much information about how
course
long
they're
it took
not.
them to respond. They have said that providing the Campbell family with answers is a top priority.
You're
the suspect
fucking
has now been
lying.
identified as 44-year-old
Sorry,
David Carrolls. Quaylen Campbell's family says Quaylen did not know Carroll.
I'm sorry. This situation just makes me angry for just like a million reasons.
All the reasons. There's too much to be said about it. And it's like, we called you, but no, had it been somebody else, y'all would have been on top of it in a heartbeat.
If it was reversed, it sure would have been. They probably was threw a party back at the police station of a thank you.
Say that. And I mean, I can't speak much because I'm really not from Colorado, but Colorado Springs, I've been myself and been treated like trash. So, you know, I give props to anybody that lives out there. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that this happened because this is not okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you ever have to go through something and are not taken care of. Like, that's why we try to bring justice to you guys for this, because shit.
Right.
Oh,
I feel like they're gonna blame the 911 operator like as if they never got dispatched.
Exactly.
No, I wish they would.
My concern about that whole story is the wife drove an hour away from her home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why wasn't there a sense of urgency to call that that whatever county that is, whatever city that dispatch, and let them know what's going on? Like, I'm just, and then like, no offense to some of these 911 dispatchers, I've seen a lot of true crime. Some of them just don't give a fuck, and that's really, really sad.
It's just a job.
And I've been in that job before, and it was for a light. I didn't even want to leave to go to the bathroom because I was so scared that somebody might have needed me, you know. So I was like, I can't even go to the bathroom, you know. I cared that much, but people don't, and it's a shame. Like, people's lives are serious. Like, imagine if it was you.
Right.
Put yourself.
But you also have to realize that some of these people don't care whether they live or they die, so they just getting a paycheck and running a rat race, and so it don't matter.
That's unfortunate.
Or they're a sociopath, so this is the way they get to kill people, is not helping out and getting away with it.
You are not lying.
There's so many different variables, but that's fucking ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And you got getting that family answer. I mean, the questions are already answered. Y'all didn't do shit. I'm confused.
Right.
What are you trying to figure out? Why no one was sent there? Well, we know why no one was sent there, because you thought it was a joke, especially because it was a black man's life.
Exactly.
Had it been anybody else, like I said, it's a shame.
They didn't take the wife seriously at all, and that's another thing. I have to call out these police departments, and y'all know I don't give a fuck. Y'all just think that people call y'all for fun, huh?
Disneyland girl, we went on a ride.
We just 911. Yeah, my daughter's been missing for 3 days. How old is she? 25? Well, ma'am, she's an adult. I know my child, and she's been missing for 3 fucking days. Are y'all gonna do something about the shit?
What's crazy is the laws around that, because we watch some of these true crime shows about adults that go missing, and that's the first thing that they tell the family. You know, adults are able to just disappear, and then like a couple of weeks later they realize, oh, it's a fucking serial killer in town, or somebody could have done something. And now you want to pay attention when they probably would have still been alive had you got off your ass and did something.
Okay.
Too deep. Like, they gotta be in 10 people deep before they actually feel like, oh, this is serious.
Right.
Everybody's life is serious, no matter
their skin,
no matter their title.
people who don't give a shit about their kids won't call a missing persons report. They don't do stuff like that. If their kids are normally ran away, they're not gonna call you immediately. They're gonna come when they realize, nah, this is a little bit too long that they've been gone. They haven't shown up. Now it's the problem. And then you tell them to wait a little bit longer, because they're over 18, or a certain age that we don't have to look for them.
Right.
Like 48 hours. Excuse me, it's been long. It's been long enough.
Right. And then let's full circle that. And that's why they didn't find out about why 27 kids was missing. Because they didn't feel like it was a problem.
No. It ain't a problem until it's a problem for them.
Correct.
Exactly.
And that's probably why they started paying attention, because somebody that looked like them actually started to go missing.
Mm-hmm.
Say that.
I was very curious to see how that number progressed and where their people looked like in that number.
No, you ain't lying. I would, I don't even wish that on nobody. I don't even want to say that. But I'm just saying, I wish they would understand us more and who we really are, because we're great people. Like, I don't understand it sometimes. I'm just
But they do know. They know. That's why they imitate us. That's why they out in the sun trying to look like us. They know. They just don't want us to. They just need to be superior over everybody and everything, and feel that we are probably superior because we built this motherfucker. We invented a lot of shit that makes their lives luxurious. We invented a lot of shit that put them in the rich house.
Okay.
So, stealing and our stuff that was created and putting patents on it, so we can't. Her name escapes me, but the lady who they took her blood because her blood had the gene in it that would cure a lot of different diseases. Black lady, and it took her family years on years just to get paid for that.
And that's a shame.
And they didn't want to pay. That's the problem. You don't even want to pay for it. We weren't lazy when we was building this motherfucker, but now that we want payment for that,
we can't get shit out of it.
Where's the money from Black Wall Street when y'all decide to burn everybody's house down? And IDs went lost after you murdered people who are still alive. Put it that way. Their money is still sitting in the banks. Why their family can't get that money? Who has the money right now?
What? Okay. Let me ask that question too. Where's our 40 acres and a mule?
Let's say that.
Being withheld from us, hostage wise.
There's got to be more of us missing or something happening to us for it to be a pandemic or an epidemic of some sort that these people, it's
just like drugs. They pumped the drugs in the ghettos and didn't think it was a problem, or it's just those people are animals and all of that, until it affected their community.
Let's put it in the community.
It's real disgustingly disturbing.
It really is. It really is. It's a shame because I don't understand how people could just allow that to happen, and they know and they see and they don't do anything about it.
Can we talk about people not doing shit? So y'all know that Morning Mimosas, does a lot of things with cold cases, and we have a lot of stuff coming up with that. So there was a young lady that went missing like 23 years ago, and I'm mentioning this for a reason. She walked five miles. Her school was 5 miles. Remember, I showed you that map. Because I'm an investigator. I like to, not legally, but I like to investigate. I saw the map of her home to where her school is, and it was 5 miles, and she went missing within that 5 miles, and nobody stopped her on that highway.
A little girl, though. That's just fucking insane. But honestly, the one person that stopped to pick her up is probably the one who.
Yeah. Yeah, but are we truly free though? I mean, because that case is 23 years, and then that's another thing too. I feel like if you know something, say something so you can be free.
If it goes like you see something, say something. You have to do something about it, and we need voices all together collectively to make something happen. And if we don't, we're just going to continue to be, shut down, and the shutters closed on us like, oh, here comes the black folks. Like,
Right.
I'm tired of it. I am so sick of it. And somebody's got to say something, right?
No, indeed. Because you can't complain if you're part of the problem.
Okay.
And knowing something and not saying something is a part of the problem.
Exactly.
Okay. On that note, y'all, we're gonna go on a quick commercial break because it's getting a little hot, and we beat the Heat in the championship on Monday. So, so we're gonna go on our first break. I know she's shaking her head at me. She loves me. And we'll be right back after this, y'all.
I'm Anjanette Sayers, the owner of Imuna Soaps and Essentials, a vegan and natural body care company. I believe that what you put on the outside of your body is just as important as what you put on the inside of your body. So that's why I use ingredients that are full of life and healing just how God created them to be. Imuna is committed to promoting ethical and sustainable sourcing practices. I believe that supporting local suppliers aids in building community wealth, which could lead to a better future. Now, I know that as a single mom, one of the last things I want to have to worry about is the ingredients of the stuff that I'm putting on my kids. So that's why the mission of Imuna is to create a high-quality, trustworthy product that could improve the quality of all of our customers' skin. For more information, please feel free to visit our website at www.imunasoaps.com. That's www.emunahasoaps.com. Thank you.
Hey y'all, and we are back. Well, actually, we're black.
Yay.
Okay. So we're back, y'all. We're here talking about Juneteenth. Are we truly free? That is the subject at hand. And for those people who don't know what Juneteenth is, let's talk about it. What is Juneteenth? I'm gonna actually present like a really quick clip because I ain't gonna do all that talking. I'll let this person do it. Yeah.
That all slaves were freed in the United States. Although the Emancipation Proclamation was issued in 1863, slavery wasn't completely abolished until 2 years later. On June 19th in 1865, 250,000 enslaved black people in Texas who were never informed of their freedom were finally told that they were free. June 19th marks a day when everyone in the United States was officially free, and that's why we celebrate Juneteenth.
Air quotes.
One day.
Lies.
One day.
Lies.
But can we have this discussion, y'all? So the Emancipation all that bullshit that Abe Lincoln did. I can't say all that.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, all of that long that but Daffy Duck, okay, was signed in 1863, but we weren't free for another 2 years, y'all. And
free.
Well, you're right. You're right about that.
You're in line.
You're right. I ain't got nothing else to say. You right.
We're still not free. And it's interesting how it took y'all 2 years. It takes 2 years to do snail mail. Was the pigeon tired?
I guess
to get it down here? No. Especially in Texas. It's all red over here.
I'm certain it is. It's a goddamn shame is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
Wait, pause for a second because I'm always having squirrel moments. I like the way how Lily's head is in the sun. It looks like she has a crown.
Yep.
On purpose, y'all.
I love that.
With the radiator of the bowls,
Yeah.
Bing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
I
okay.
love it.
Squirrely moments.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
It's super unfortunate.
Extremely unfortunate.
And a lot of people are of the mindset that they think that we are free. Not a lot of non-blacks think that, you know, we're not free because we're able to roam around and not get beaten, such things. But it still happens. When the police pull us over,
Mm-hmm.
when we're on our jobs and they think that it's okay to say certain things to us.
Like what? Well, what things? Let's because I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. There's some other races that follow my podcast, so let's tell them so we can teach them the things that they say wrong.
On my previous job, the manager thought that it was okay to let us know that she had to correct her son because he was calling people niggers on the video game, and she thought that was appropriate.
What? I had to look around for a second.
That is not okay.
For the people who walk in, you say good morning and they say what's up, or hey girl, hey, I don't know you that way. If that's the type of relationship that we have, then we have that type of relationship no matter what our skin color looks like. But if I just meet you and you say what's up to me or hey girl or something that you think is slang enough that I'm not respectable enough to say good morning to or good afternoon to, how are you doing? All of that is ridiculous.
It is.
It's all ridiculous.
So mad.
Or how we're not free to speak our minds in a corporate setting. You cannot have a difference of opinion because you're going to always be the angry Black woman. It doesn't matter what position you hold. You always have to just follow the line because if you get one step out of it, you're the angry Black woman. And then we have the Uncle Ruckus Black people there.
Okay.
Uncle Ruckus, who think that they're going to get ahead by running and telling every time somebody does something. She was on the phone for this call. I didn't like how she did this. You may need to go. She was on a break for this long. We got those type of Black people that feel like if they tell, they're going to be in the mix.
Look, I've been there before. I'm sick of it. Like every time something like that had happened to me, oh, you're not doing your job appropriately. What do you mean I am not doing my job? You just don't like the fact that I am shining and I'm outshining you.
Exactly.
You do because you're teaching me to do my job. You told me you're going to teach me to do this job. Then you shouldn't have if you didn't want me to shine bright, my friend.
Well, they didn't think that you was gonna learn it, girl. They didn't think you was gonna learn it, because we're not smart enough for it.
Apparently not. But guess what?
No.
Yes, I am. I'm smart enough to be anything I want to be and always
indeed.
Like, damn. Why can't we all just get along?
I don't know, but how about the people who also they expect to know every aspect of your life, and if you don't want to tell them, then you're a problem.
Apparently,
I don't have to talk to you. I have to talk to you when it is regarding work-related issues only. But you don't need to know what I'm doing. You don't need to know who I'm fucking. You don't know what I do with my time, what I spend my money on. You don't need to know any of that unless I want to tell you. But then you're problematic if you don't. Well, I can just be problematic because I ain't got to talk to you. But so-and-so called with a delivery, and so let's take care of that.
Okay.
Let's talk about work. Yes, that's it. But let's not talk about my personal life because it does not need to be brought to work.
Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with
work at work and home at home. Like, okay, well, let me do that.
Yes, because you know why? You know what? You just jogged my memory when you say that, because the first time you having problems at home, what did they tell you to do? Leave it at the door. But it wasn't at the door when you wanted to know all my business.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so stupid.
They expect for us to fall in line. They expect for us to not, excel. And if you do excel, and Black women, when you hold positions of power, when you're in leadership and things of that nature, and you come across younger Black women or Black women who are beneath you, you do not have to shit on them.
Okay,
shit on them.
Stop it right there. That's
a way to do so.
That's a sip moment for me. Hold on. That's a sip moment. I need it. That's a sip moment. Go. Let's do it.
Sip at it.
Let's do it.
Man.
Okay.
I tell you, I feel like the more free we become, the more restricted we become. It's just like, do you not understand that just because I asked to be free in this way doesn't mean now you have to restrict me from this? I should be free in all aspects of life, not just because of the skin of my skin.
It's the need to be in control
of somebody.
It's ridiculous.
Us.
and
that's
be
why
on
we
top.
gotta live our lives freely but carefully. It's terrible.
Right.
It's terrible. I can't drive.
That's why I enjoy being a hermit.
Without being looked at crazy. Like, I want to bump my music just because it has some good words. And if y'all would take the time to listen, not everything is trash. Like, I might be listening to some jazz and it sounds real funky to you, but damn, you couldn't even give me a chance. You gotta look at me and roll up your windows. Like, dang.
But
right.
But please know when that happens, that somebody in that car has Shazammed what you were listening to, and now they bumping it because they just don't want you to enjoy
on the slide,
okay,
in low. But I'm like, let the world listen, let them hear these words.
I mean, y'all steal the music anyway, so what fucking difference does it matter? You know you like it.
Okay. Let's talk about stealing. Let's go there. Can we go there? Let's go there. Okay. Yeah, you guys steal our music, but what is the biggest thing you guys stole? Land.
Our lives. The fuck?
Land. You guys stole land and lives.
The better question, Holly, is what have you not stolen?
And say that part.
Okay.
I don't even get it.
What have you not stolen? Because I feel like you've already stolen just about everything you can.
Even my dignity at this point, like I can't even be a normal person breathing. I got to share the air with you, but it's a problem.
Remember when all of the things came about with the Karens, and the first one I believe was the lady who called the police on the people having a barbecue in Oakland.
Like, am I allowed to do what I want to do? Am I allowed to do what you do in your yard?
What gets me the absolute most, are the people in these different apartment complexes that they believe are luxurious, or these subdivisions, and they feel like they're going to block somebody in because they don't belong there, and then call the police and then cry as if they, like, I don't understand how the aggressor becomes then the victim.
It's always that case, and it's been that way my entire life too. Like, I don't get it. I'm pretty sure.
I'm still waiting for somebody to explain that shit to me. You were the aggressor, and then when I got with your ass, now you're the victim?
Suddenly. But you're the one that started it. I wish I had this clip and send it to you. I found it this morning too. This lady was outside yelling I hate saying the hardy art, but I want to punch someone. But she was saying it so loud outside of the club and punching people, just saying it and yelling at. And I was like, what? And everybody was kicking her back. I gave a fuck. And I was like, good. It felt good to see people actually punching her, but she was just saying it and saying it and saying it. I'm like, man, I would have made sure to knock her clean cold out and record me, please, because I saved the day. I'm sick of people and their right to call us what they want. And people saying nigga, it kills me, like, because it's in music. I don't even want to go there.
Can we? No. Hold on. Can I do a Drake real quick? You don't want to go there, but Holly wants to go there. So,
it makes me know.
Look. I love our Hispanic counterparts, but hearing them say nigga and knowing that how they treat us sometimes, it kind of gets to me a little bit, especially with all the stories, Black people dying in Mexico and stuff like that. So I'm not too comfortable,
It's a shame. Let's find
Like,
something that they like to use and go say that and see if they like. Okay, but I can't even go anywhere without somebody saying it, and I'm just like, do you understand that? It. You could have just waited until I walked away to think you were cool enough to say it. Just because they say it on the radio doesn't mean you're entitled. Like, oh, I'm glad it's in the song, but say it in the song in your car with nobody watching, because I'm still gonna look at you some type of way. I'm at the point in my life where I like to protect my peace, so I'm just gonna walk away and let you do what.
People always have the audacity, but there's somebody in their life that has enabled them to say it, so they feel like they can say it, and they have not come across somebody who is not protecting their peace and their freedom, who has knocked their fucking block off.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that. Hasn't slapped the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
One, if I didn't want to protect my,
but I do
will
remember a story. Was a Hispanic girl. I believe they were in the gas station, and the white lady hit her, because that's the thing that they like to do. If you don't, you can ignore them, and then they get aggressive and they try to put their hands on you. She knocked the fucking block off that white lady, and I was like,
good, yeah.
You get up and do a jig.
I wish we
basically
needed to do what they did to us all the time, because it's a goddamn shame is what it is. I'm like, yo, I don't do this, but if I do it, I'm about to go to jail. But if I do this to this person, but you laid your hands on me first, where's the proof?
Well, let's circle back around to the lady called 911 and had a picture of the man who was a white man and her black husband, and they did not take it seriously. If that would have been the other way around, they would have killed the black person because, and saved the white person. Let's just be real about it. Yeah. They would have gotten there in enough time to make sure nobody died but the black person.
Okay.
And then went back all the way to his kindergarten roots and found out that he peed on the mat and didn't get in trouble for it. He was pulling Susie Q's hair. They like to go and find out everything you ever did negative in your life and post that, unless you are white, and then they tell you that you have mental problems.
Yeah, exactly.
That's let's talk about that. Let's get into that mental health with the white versus the black. So as you guys know, this is just the truth. When a person from the Caucasus Mountains gets locked up for a heinous crime, for the most part, right? They they do the mental health issue card, and some of them get off with that bullshit. And then, but with us people of color who probably have true mental health issues. Hello, let's say the truth here.
We all have PTSD.
Literally.
I just don't get how a person that can walk into a church and kill 9 people and get Burger King, right? But his black counterpart,
the mentally ill guy, around the same time was when the mentally ill guy was having an episode in the middle of the street, and they shot his caregiver who was trying to calm him down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You can't. But if it was somebody else, they sure would have been like, "Oh, he needs help. Let's help him."
Correct. They would have found all type of somebody to come out there and talk. But yeah, it was an adult aged human being who was black, who was, I want to say, autistic, and he was having a meltdown moment. Mm-hmm. And the caregiver was sitting in the middle of the street with him, trying to calm him down. Someone called the police, of course, because they think they're gonna come to help, but they didn't. They actually shot the caregiver.
But they didn't give no point that they had a gun on them or anything. They just shot.
No, they had nothing. He was just having an episode. He had nothing.
Those are the cases that piss me off. Like, what made you think that it was okay to shoot anybody just because they were black?
Yes.
If they have a gun, I don't carry a gun on me. I should, but
at this point, right?
I do.
Because I'm gonna get shot anyways, And being with the I have going on, I don't have time to. That's why I just like staying inside. Come to my house.
That's what I'm saying. Hermit life is the life.
It is.
It sure is.
Best to just keep yourself inside and not worry about others.
Mm-hmm. But you know, even that as Black people it's not foolproof either. Because they'll come in if they want what you got, or they, get the address wrong, or you know how they do. They'll bust in any goddamn way.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna save that point. We're gonna go to another break, but save that point because I want to talk about that mom in Florida. That's what that reminded me of. So we'll be right back, y'all. We're gonna talk about that for real. Hey y'all, and we are black and blacker than ever.
Not blacker than ever.
So when we left off, we were getting ready to discuss the Florida mom. Let me be respectful because I am a respectful person. Let me get her name because I did share her a post about her on our podcast page. Her name was Chantrell Owens of I don't remember what part of Florida that was, but she was
with an O, right?
Is it Opelika?
I thought it started with an O. I don't remember. Crazy town.
Well, I mean, it's a crazy state, but you know how I feel about Florida. But she was a lovely mom of 4 children. I know Fatu's very passionate about this. And she went to knock on her neighbor's door because her neighbor, was a racist piece of gum, No,
let's call it what it is. She's a racist piece of shit and she's a subhuman.
I told you, Fatu was passionate about that.
She was harassing the kids that were playing. Even if they were playing on the side of the house or something like that. You could tell them to leave without having to call them names, without having to throw shit at them and take the iPad and not give it back. She was just an evil piece of shit. She is an evil piece of shit. I wish I could talk about her in past tense.
Me too. No, they're gonna handle that ass in prison.
I would be shocked if she goes to prison, to be honest. I feel like that they were trying to save face when they claimed that they were waiting a couple of days to make sure that it wasn't a stand your ground. Because immediately what tells me is if I'm in my house and you're on the other side of the door, I'm safe from you. You can knock all goddamn day. The only way that I'm not safe is if you kick that motherfucker in. If you kick it in before your leg come down, then I'm blasting you because now you are threatening me. But knocking on the door or yelling through the door, doesn't matter if she's cussing you out. You're still safe in your home. Mm-hmm. You decided to take that moment to end that lady's life in front of her children because of the color of her skin. There's no fucking excuse for that. And the police that took their time saying that they want to make sure that wasn't it. They also gave her the lesser charge of manslaughter. And I have not heard or seen that they even have attached the, what is it called? I'm so pissed right now. You brought that up that my mind went blank. Basically, because it's a hate crime, because that's what it is. It's a fucking hate crime.
Bullshit. Yeah, that charge definitely needs to be upgraded. Mm-hmm. Because that's not manslaughter, guys. That's straight
It's
cold blooded
murder.
showing your ass.
And technically, we can also put all some type of premeditation to it because she knew by keeping that iPad that mom was going to come to her house. So the reason her gun was so handy was because you knew she was coming. Because this wasn't the first time that something like this has happened.
So Florida, do you guys want us to do your job because we're able to prosecute this case and get her convicted for first degree? I'm just saying, just based on this just 1 minute,
Without the possibility of parole.
Like simple premeditation, just as Fatu said.
Yeah, because she knew that mom was coming. That's why she went and got the gun.
That's, I don't understand why we all can't be on the same page in the law way. Like we should all be practicing the same exact laws, not worried about.
Well, they are against Black people because that's how it started. Law enforcement came about anyway.
True that.
And so, and technically, they probably feel that she's justified because it is a Black woman, because policing was only brought about to make sure the slaves didn't run away. And now it's just brought about to make sure that us nigger folks, as they call us, don't get out of hand and too big for our britches.
Exactly. I'm still going to try, and I'm still going to do, and I'm still going to try to stop me and see what happens. I guess you're going to take me out and I'm going to be another Black person you're going to have to talk about. Because I'm not ever going to lower my voice.
No, you're good.
Never. I'm gonna speak loud and proud.
Clear. Loud, clear, and proud. And I'll tell you, it's never going to change. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of other people also not standing up for themselves and us. Like, you have to come out here and speak with us, because if not, who is?
Exactly.
We got us.
Because they feel safe in their skin and they don't want to cause any type of friction at all. And really that's the most part. People see things and they don't say anything because they are scared of the friction. They don't want that type of friction until something happens close to the chest and vest to them. Then they want you on their bandwagon. But where the fuck was you at when I was on the corner screaming?
Exactly.
And now you know what, it's too hot and I'm in the house drinking lemonade.
Okay.
Situations where I've asked for help and people never came, and I'm like, man, I could have died. If y'all would have just answered your goddamn door, I would have been in a completely different situation had you helped, But no, it's because I was Black and apparently I was gonna kill you, but I was just really needing some help.
And realistically, when we watch all of these crime shows, it is not us that's killing people. No. It's not us that's knocking on the door playing games to get in. It's just not. They don't look like us. Some of them are, but the majority, out of a 16 season episode, it may be one or two in there that are Black. Everybody else is not.
But who are we?
We're not the ones shooting up the schools. We're not doing any of that stuff.
No,
not at all. I remember when I wore hijab and had to go through the airport and they were checking my hand for gunpowder, and I'm thinking, you need to be watching Timmy over here with the backpack, because he's the one that's gonna blow shit up.
Why you over here looking at Fatu? You should be looking at fucking Adam back there.
Correct.
James and John too, while you at it, cause
right.
The fuck, like
all around the block.
It just, I don't know.
It's not us. We may beat your ass at the countertop because you acting a fool, but we're not blowing up planes.
No. We just have anger issues mostly.
Yeah, that's because we have PTSD and we're triggered by every fucking
constantly having to stick up for ourselves. It's a shame.
I mean, we even have to think about even our body language when we're in certain situations. We can't sit. It could be cold as shit, but you can't really sit like this because you're mad.
I'm mad.
You have to constantly smile because so they don't think that you got a problem. No, I just have to have the best fucking resting bitch face. That's it. But I'm singing "Oh Happy Day" in my head.
Tell me. Okay. I go through that in my job. Like, I had my supervisor come tell me, he said, people always say you're angry. Let me tell you something. I'm not angry. This is just how I talk. And if you don't like it, then I'm doing my job. What more do you want me to do? Smile with the look on my face like,
yes, girl.
No,
right. Call your name.
Not know Harvard for you. This is who I am, and this is who you hired me to be. So I ain't changing for you.
Exactly. I don't get that.
You like it? Cool. Let's keep it this way. Shoot.
But hey, y'all, we're actually gonna go to our last commercial, and I like to give her comeuppance because she's our co-host. So our last commercial is our Lily. So let's Lily to it. See, that was corny. That was corny.
Hey, you know what? I'm corny, so it's okay.
We're black.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. I mean, no, I ain't blacker like than Michael Blackston, but I am.
And I will tell y'all, thank you for the beautiful commercial, and also the prices that you see are specifically for y'all. So if you mention that it was from Morning Mimosas, I will grant that price because it will be a lot higher if you are somebody else not listening.
Better pay the hell attention.
Oh, not paying to the. If you don't watch the show, you ain't getting the deals. Okay, I'm telling you. Morning Mimosas, you supporting me. I'm supporting y'all too. So bring it.
Let's do it.
Community, y'all. So let's do this together.
I love it. Y'all, I love my sisterhood, especially the one I built, molded, had to get rid of some folks. But why was I just being shady like a palm tree just now?
Hey, you have to make adjustments accordingly, and what you did is what you did, and we're doing what we're doing now.
That part. But also being shady blocks blessings. So watch what you put out in the atmosphere.
Be careful.
You're right. Unshade.
Yeah. Take your palm tree and just let them be. Let them bring.
But no, totally joking. But y'all. So we're at the last few minutes. I don't want us to go over an hour anymore because we do that a lot. But sometimes it's okay.
But but I can't today because math is kicking my ass and I'm going to tutoring immediately I'm heading out to tutoring.
So the last few minutes, y'all, what are our final thoughts? Obviously, we all know the answer to this question is a huge fat no. So what do we do to continue the fight for us to be? I mean, how we want to be free, I should say.
Honestly, be ourselves and live our lives and be kind to others as much as humanly possible. I mean, not be doormats and take abuse, but as much as possible, be good to others. And when we are able to give opportunities, especially to our people, give the opportunity, because a lot of people see us and won't give us the opportunity, our own people, because they don't want us to succeed ahead of them. But when one wins, 2 wins, 3 wins, we all win.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with her, but I say if you want something, go out there and get it. Don't be afraid because you feel like we're not free enough to do so. I promise you there'll be somebody out there that will support you to go through whatever it is that you want to do. Even if it is me in the future. That's what I'm working for. We work together, we will all support each other. So are we really free? No, but we can be one day together and until we die, and that's all that matters, folks.
Indeed. Also, there are people who don't look like us, who do look like, those that try to, oppress us. That will help us as well.
That's true.
Because a lot of them lost their lives and their freedoms and everything they had to help us get to freedom. And so we can't negate those people at all.
Don't be afraid to ever ask anybody that is not of color for help either. I do all the time, and if it works for me,
the worst they can say is no.
No, right?
Then move on to the next person.
It's not hard.
Exactly.
There's many people out there to support us. Don't be scared. We got each other, and a lot of people got us too, because you have to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, somebody else gonna believe in you too. I promise you.
Bless you, Dana. I heard a sneeze.
She said thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard the wise words from these two goddesses, but you guys know who we are, right? This is Morning Mimosas, where we value criminal justice, healing, and education for your black asses. All right, Juneteenth. All your black asses. Y'all have a great Juneteenth weekend. We love y'all. Stay safe. And my last little tidbit before I click on this thing. Let's be black and stop being niggas. Have a good day.
Bye.